kind of
Aggregates.
building materials.
Oh, in the next classes, aggregates.
Aggregates.
We learn about
Cement.
aggregates,
Cement,
and
aggregates.
limestone.
Limestone, service,
Some
aggregates,
aggregates.
and cement.
Yes.
Yeah.
And today we are studying another kind of building materials. This is about the concrete.
Concrete.
So, do you know something about the concrete?
It's hard.
Do you know something about concrete? What is concrete? It's made by what?
A mixture of cement and water, and some other
And the aggregates.
Cement.
and aggregates.
Other
Aggregates. A little bit
Aggregates
of
consist
gypsum.
of coarse aggregates and
Fine
fine aggregates. And we need to add some admixture.
Yeah, some mixtures.
to make the concrete. So for the concrete, first we are get a production of the concrete, and then the constituent materials of concrete, and about the technical property of fresh concrete. So what is a fresh concrete?
Fresh concrete is concrete that hasn't really. Yeah.
After the mixing of the concrete.
Yes.
After the mixing of the concrete is flowable.
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 Yes.
Yes. And this is for the fresh concrete. And what is the hardened concrete?
This is when the
Okay.
The
In our
concrete.
classroom, this is the hardened concrete.
yes.
This is the hardened concrete.
Yes.
Yeah. This is hardened.
Hardened.
It shrinks. And the last one is very important.
It's proportional.
Yeah.
Because what we have learned is all about the property or performance of the concrete. But at last, we need to use it. We need to use the concrete. So during the application of the concrete, the most important thing is what? The most important thing is to decide the proportion or decide the percentage of the different materials in the concrete. So this is about the mixed proportion design of the concrete. So what is the concrete? Maybe we have just some definition about it. The concrete is defined as a composite materials. So the concrete is a kind of composite materials. It means there are several different things. There are several different raw materials can be used for the concrete. So it is a composite material, which consists essentially of a bending medium within which are embedded particles or fragments of aggregates. So for the concrete, it consists of several different materials, raw materials. First one is the bonding materials. In the bonding materials, maybe it would be in the cement or in the asphalt and so on, different other bonding materials. And then we get to the aggregates. And the aggregates, maybe we can divide it into the coarse aggregate or the fine aggregate. And then we get the water, and we need to add some mixture and then with this thing it will be hardened. And during the hardening of the concrete, we can get it spreads. And to be one. Previous one. So maybe this is about what is concrete. What is concrete? And the origin of the concrete, the origin of concrete can date back to the building of the Roman materials. But in this place, or in this building, we also use the concrete. But this concrete is different from what we have as concrete. And in the 1980s, so when we refer to the 1980s, we must get the origin of the cement. So do you know in which year the cement was invented?
1980s.
In which year?
1980. 1824.
Okay, 1824. This is that in this year the Poland cement was invented.
Oh yes, yes.
And then the concrete was made. So this is the ancient times. There is application of the concrete. And they can be widely used in the civil engineering. And about the widely usage of the concrete, maybe today the Poland cement concrete is the most variant, the most important, or the most versatile and widely used structural materials. We can use it to construct the road, construct the building, construct the bridge, construct the dams, and so on. So it is widely used in the civil engineering. And then the concrete is used almost exclusively for foundations of buildings. Foundations of buildings, bridges and other structures. So it is widely used for such about the buildings. And it is also used in dams, canals, and aqueducts, and other structures to control and convey water, and used in highways, streets, pavements, and sidewalks. So we can find there are different places we can use the concrete. This is a concrete bed. And thus is a major materials used. So this is used for construct what?
Bridge.
This is used for construct what? It's not a bridge. It's not construct a road.
Road.
It's
Tar.
construct a road. This is a road. This is a road. This is the construction and same concrete. So about the classification of the concrete. Besides the Poland cement, asphalt and other cements are used to make various types of concrete. So when we refer to the concrete, it is not only means the cement concrete. It consists of the asphalt concrete or other different types of concrete. But probably the usage of the term concrete we can refer to the Poland cement concrete. So for the concrete, this is a kind of building material. Maybe we can divide it when we get the classification of the concrete. We can divide them into the Poland cement concrete, the gypsum concrete, and asphalt concrete. The asphalt concrete is mainly for construct the road. The asphalt concrete is mainly construct the road. So this is the classification of the concrete. We can divide it by the binding materials. By the binding materials, we can divide them into the cement concrete, the asphalt concrete, gypsum concrete, and also we like the polymer concrete. And then we can get the classification of the concrete by the density, by the apparent density. The apparent density. We can divide them into the lightweight concrete, and heavyweight concrete, and normal concrete. So, do you know how about the density? How about the density of the normal concrete? If I ask you a question, how about the density of the normal concrete? What is the density? The density means the weight
per meter cubic.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, how about the density of the normal concrete?
Density.
Can you give me a number? How many? Yeah. This is the cubic, 1 meter of cubic, and this is concrete. How about the weight? How about the weight of it?
Yes. For the normal concrete,
Concrete, yes. Mr. 100? No. For the normal concrete, the density is 2,400. So it is very heavy. Yes, it is very heavy. And for the light concrete, for the lightweight concrete, for the lightweight concrete, it means the apparent density is below 1,900.
what does that mean? For the lightweight? Oh, okay. Okay, I understand.
That for the lightweight concrete, it is 1,000 below the 1,900. And the light aggregate concrete or the porous concrete or the big concrete. What does this mean? Okay, for the normal concrete. Okay, this is the normal concrete, and we can find there are coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, and porous, and also the cementase in it. So if we want to get the lightweight concrete, how can we get the lightweight concrete? Because in the concrete, which one, the amount of which one is the best?
Aggregate.
The aggregate. So if we want to get the lightweight concrete, maybe firstly we can get the lightweight aggregate. So the light aggregate concrete. Or we can get the porous concrete. The porous concrete, the porosity of the concrete is big. It means the porosity of the concrete is big. Okay. And for the big hole concrete. So what is the big hole concrete? Maybe this is the brick. This is the brick. For the normal concrete, maybe it is very basic. It is very basic. But for the big hole concrete, maybe we can take some hole in it. Some hole in it. This is for the lightweight concrete. And for the heavyweight concrete, it means the porosity, it means the density is above 2,600. Maybe it can be used for the sharing materials for the active use, such as in the nuclear plant. Nuclear plant, we can use this heavyweight concrete to prevent the harm of the active use. So this is for the classification of the concrete by the apparent density. And then we can get the classification of the concrete by the strength. It means the ordinary concrete. Ordinary concrete means what? Ordinary concrete always is this is the ordinary concrete. This is the ordinary concrete. The ordinary concrete always refers to the strength of the concrete is below 60. It's below 60. It's below 60. This is the ordinary concrete. And between 60 and 80, between 60 and 80, it is high strength concrete. And if the strength is above 80, it is super
strength.
super strength concrete. Super strength concrete. So this is the classification of the concrete by the strength. And maybe there are some other methods we can get the classification of the concrete. Forming or construction technology. Maybe we can get the deposit concrete. Deposit concrete. And the precast, precast concrete. It is always in this kind of plant. We can construct the precast concrete for different kind of structures. So this is short concrete. So what is short concrete? As we just like this, the flowability of the concrete is very big. So we can pump it and then shot it on the wall. Let's make this one short concrete. Short concrete. About the characteristics of concrete. About the characteristics of concrete. Maybe we can get some advantages of the concrete, and then we can get some disadvantages of the concrete. For the advantages, the first one is the rich raw materials. What does this mean? What is the rich raw materials? It means we can get this kind of raw materials very convenient. We can get these raw materials very convenient. So for the ordinary cement concrete, maybe we need to use the cement, the coarse aggregate, the fine aggregate, and the water. So, but these materials are all very convenient for us.
Those are the rich raw materials. Are those the rich raw materials or the low cost?
So, what is the rich raw materials?
Yeah.
Yeah. It means we can get these raw materials very convenient from the nature. Yeah, such as the coarse aggregate, we can get the crushed stone or the pepper from the nature, very convenient. And we can get sand from the nature. Yeah, we can get water from the nature. And then how about the cement? We also can get cement very convenient because the cement is produced by the limestone and clay. So it means that this rich raw materials means we can get the raw materials for the concrete very conveniently from the nature. And then it's low cost. Low cost. When compared with the other concrete, the cement concrete, the cost of the cement concrete is very cheap. Because the cost of the sand, the stone, the water, the cement are all very cheap when you compare with other construction materials. And then it's about the excellent technical performance. And the changeability, such as the water resistance, high strength, excellent plasticity, and durability. So there are a lot of good performance or excellent performance for the cement concrete. And another advantage for the concrete is that it is reinforced by the steels. Because in modern society, the concrete is always constructed with the steel with the steel. So we can call it the reinforced concrete or the steel concrete, steel concrete. And so for the constituent materials of the concrete, the first thing we can look at this diagram. We can look at this diagram. In this diagram, maybe it is a scale for the concrete. The big one is the stone. So this is the stone, this is stone. And the little particle, the small particle is sand. Sand. And there are some relative effects. Negative effect means the outburst or cracks exist in the structure. And then there is an interfacial transition zone. And the abbreviation of which is ITZ. Interfacial transition zone. And between the aggregate and the cement. This is the aggregate. It needs the cement paste to wrap it or surround it or around it. And at the surface of the aggregate, this is the interfacial transition zone. This is the interfacial transition zone.
Into what? What's the interfacial transition
The
zone?
interfacial transition zone. The interfacial transition zone means this is the aggregate.
Yes.
Yeah, it's banded by the cement paste. It's banded, band by the cement paste. And at the surface of the aggregate, maybe this is the interfacial transition zone. This is the aggregate. Yeah, this is the cement paste. This is the cement paste. This is the cement paste. The wrapped aggregates. And between the surface of the aggregate and the cement paste, there is an interfacial transition zone. This is the interfacial transition zone. Okay. So the concrete is made up of paste, but the paste is made by the cement and water. It's made by the cement and water. And then the concrete is made by the aggregate, and the aggregate can be divided into sand. This is the flat aggregate, and the gravel or crushed stone. Gravel or crushed stone. This is the coarse aggregate. This is coarse aggregate. And then we can add water and mixture. So this is about the constituent material. But for these materials, the cement will have just there. Yeah, the aggregate will have also just there. So when we put these materials into the concrete, what do we show here? So this is about the constituent materials of concrete: the cement, the aggregates, the water, and the concrete and mixture. So today we now learn something about these constituent materials of the concrete. The first thing is the cement. We have learned a lot of performance or properties about the cement. Yeah, such as the production, such as the addition, such as the technical properties. Yes, the second and hardening about the addition and the technical properties. And the chlorine, yeah, and about the but when we use the cement for the concrete, what we should consider it. The first one is about the cups. types of the cement, because Portland cement is just one kind of cement. Actually, in the civil engineering, there are many different kinds of cement. So first thing we need to know how to choose the types of the cement. How to choose the type of cement? The first thing we need to select cement paste. We need to select the cement types according to the different environments. If we need to construct a building, if we need to construct a road, construct a bridge, construct a dam, the structure is different. And the environment is also different for these structures. So we need to select different kinds of cement for the construction of this structure. And 6 general cements are components. So what is the 6 general components? What is the 6 general cements? The first one is what? Portland cement. Yeah, this is the basic one. The second one is ordinary Portland cement. Yeah. The third one is what is slag?
Slag.
Yes, the slag. The blast furnace slag Portland cement. Another one is what is this one? Fly ash. Do you remember? Fly ash. It comes from power plant. It comes from power plant. It is a kind of byproduct of power plant. So it is the fly ash Portland cement. And then this is Portland cement. And then this is a composite Portland cement. Maybe we add 2 or more kinds of admixture.
What does PP mean?
What is this one?
Yeah.
PP.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Portland.
What?
Portland.
How do you spell that?
When the blasting of the volcano, there are notable ash. Yeah, this is Portland. This is Portland. And use this kind of materials for the concrete, for cement. So first one, we need to get the selection of the types. The selection of types. And then it's about the strength grade. It's about the strength grade. Because the different structure needs different strengths. And we need to select the strength grade of the cement. The strength grade must be selected according to the different design strength grades as well as quality. So, do you still remember the strength grade of the Portland cement? Maybe you just can tell me 3.
42.
52. Yeah. Okay. For the ordinary concrete, what is ordinary concrete? We just use the cement, the water, the sand, and the stone. Yeah, this is the ordinary concrete. So maybe we need to consider a question. What kind of question? Okay, where does the strength of the concrete come from? It comes from the strength of cement paste. Yeah, it comes from the strength of cement. So there is one case. If I choose the 42.5 strength grade of cement to construct the concrete, can we get the same strength of concrete? This is the strength of the cement. Yeah? this is the strength of cement.
Yes.
This is the strength of the
Concrete.
concrete. Can we get the same concrete, the same strength of for the concrete?
No.
It will be bigger or smaller?
Higher.
Bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
Okay.
It should be
It
bigger.
will be smaller.
Oh.
It will be smaller. It means we can, okay, just for the ordinary concrete, yeah, we just put water into it. Okay, no admixture. Okay, no admixture. If we add admixture into it, maybe we can get bigger strength, but just for that.
Can get bigger when we use admixture.
Yes, if you add admixture into it, we can get higher strength. But for the ordinary concrete, if we put no admixture into it, just add water into it, the strength will be smaller. Okay, the strength will be smaller. So if we want to get the strength grade of 30 for the concrete, which one is the best for our selection? Which one is best? Which one is best for which one? 30 grade of the concrete. Our first is this one is this one is this one is
Yes.
We can also choose this one, but it is the cost is very high.
Very high.
Yeah, expensive. The cost is very expensive. But if we want to get this grade of concrete, if we get 60 for the grade of the concrete, strength grade of the concrete, we just can choose this one. This one is low.
Low.
This one is also
Too
low. Okay, just for the ordinary concrete. Okay, for the ordinary. So the grades must be selected according to the different design strength grades as well as the durability. And then for the aggregates, this is for cement. So for the cement, what we need to pay attention to in the concrete. First one is the types. The second one is the grade. Actually, it's a stress grade. And then for the aggregates, the aggregate, what kind of aggregates we can use? The natural sand, including the river sand, the sea sand, and the pier sand is adopted as aggregates. So the first question is, maybe there are different kind of sand: the river sand, the sea sand, the pier sand. Yeah.
Can we use this one?
Yes.
But there
This is my question. Can we use the sea sand?
I don't know because the system has a lot of.
For some, for
Why
some
is
buildings
it
you
is
can.
not suitable for the
For some buildings
for
you
the
can.
sea sand?
There are
Because the sea sand
Is
is contact with the seawater.
also.
Yeah. And there are a lot of salt in the seawater. And then in the sea sand, maybe there are some salt in it. But this salt is harmful for the concrete. And this one is harmful. It's better for the reinforced concrete. When the concrete is used with the steel, this salt is harmful for the steel and also for the steel concrete, for the steel case. So if we want to use the sea sand, we must purify it. The most simple method for the purifying of the sea sand is just we can use the purified water to polish it or clean it, just clean it. But the river sand is good. Yeah. The hill sand. What is the hill sand? The hill sand maybe just like the crushed sand.
这个我讲不出。
Yeah, we can use the machine to for the crushing of the sand. Okay, for that, maybe there are several things we need to consider. We need to consider.
Lovely. Usually natural sand. We know what kinds of sand are natural, but you mentioned natural sand. What do you mean by natural sand?
Natural sand. Yeah, natural sand. Natural sand. Okay. Maybe this hair sand is also kind of natural sand. What is crushed sand?
Yeah, all kinds of sand are natural.
What kind of natural? What kind of natural sand?
But we can't make sand.
Yes. The natural sand is sweet and sand, including the river sand, the sea sand, and hair sand.
Отлично. Не особо. Не особо. Если бы есть. Ну да, я